Dan Blewett here. Let's talk about using focal points to throw your curveball where you want it. So a focal point is the point on which you're focusing. So you could be focused on my nose, that's your focal point. Could be my eye, that's the focal point. Could be my kneecap, that's a focal point. So on a catcher, it's going to be a spot on his chest protector or on his mask or something like that, or his shoulder, where we have to account for the break of the pitch. It's not like a fastball when you're throwing a breaking ball, whether it's a slider, curveball. Obviously in this video we're talking about curveballs. You have to account for the amount of break. So your curveball will appear to have this really big break sometimes. It only breaks about 14 inches. That's what big leaguers' curveballs break. That's really about like the physiological limit. So in reality, your curveball is going to break about this far, right? When you throw it slower, it might look loopier because gravity's factored in there kind of, but essentially it's going to break 14, 15 inches, and your shape is going to be unique to you. So it might be like 12-6, where this is starting, this is ending location, because we're going to have two different locations, where you want to start it and where you want it to end. The focal point is where you start it. The ending point is where it ends. So if you're 12-6, focal point, starting point, ending location. If it's 1-7, let's see, from your point of view as a catcher, or as the pitcher, and me the catcher, 1-7 would look like this. If you're a lefty, 11-5 would look like that, starting and ending. So we need to account for the break. So if we want it to end up here, this is the borderline ball strike, like the 0-1 or 1-2 location, and say you're a lefty, and you're going to throw an 11-5 curveball, you have to start it here so that it ends up here, because that's the amount of breaks. So if your catcher's mitt is here, you don't throw it for the catcher's mitt. You throw it for the chest, or for the shoulder of the catcher, knowing that if you throw it for the shoulder, it's going to break down to that spot. That's how high-level pitchers do this. So when the game's on the line, you can't just like mentally say, oh, I'm going to throw a curveball. Boom, and just throw it. You have to say, okay, I'm going to throw a curveball, I've got to bounce it because the game's on the line, I need a strikeout. So if I'm going to bounce it and the ending location is the point of the plate here, I'm going to throw it just like, I'm going to aim right at the top edge of the mitt. I'm going to hammer it right for the top of this mitt, and that's where I'm going to catch it, and if I catch it there, I know it's going to break into the dirt because my team's depending on me. And when I want to throw for a called strike, right here at the bottom border of the strike zone, I'm going to throw it right for the white of my catcher's eyes. Because I know if I catch it there, it's going to break down in the mitt. And when I want to throw it here, I'm going to start it maybe right for the All-Star logo or the Rawlings logo on his chest protector, knowing that my 1-7 break is going to take it from here to here, right? If I started here or whatever, it breaks right there. So it's always two locations, where you want it to end and where your focus has to be for it to start. So you start it at the starting location so that the break takes it to the ending location. This is a critical concept. It is not often taught. I didn't learn this till 21 years old. The earlier you learn this and the more you focus on doing it, the better you'll understand all of your different pitches. Because the fastball, you throw it for the mitt and it's straight, right? You throw it for the mitt and it goes to the mitt. It's the only pitch like that. Every other pitch, you pick a different focal point and you start it for that focal point ending at the end location. So absolutely critical that you learn to do this. Focus on it when you're playing catch, in your bullpens, in your flat grounds, in your game. The more you focus on it now, no matter what age you are, the better your command of all your pitches is going to be.